Seasonal Discovery was a lie and I could not be happier about it. We don't have to pretend that it's about the Discovery anymore, thank God. Okay, take a look at this. We are getting a Blackwing, Lair and Sulgurov PTR. Yes, that's right. Finally the new raids are gonna get tested so they are not a broken mess on release.
Yo, I got it. Oh, dude, he's ramping, bro. He's gonna one-tap him. Oh my God. Yes.
I looted Thrall, he didn't drop any items, just copper. But yes, the raids are coming out and this is amazing news just a day after the War Within comes out. That's how you know, they already got your early access money, they already got your sub money. Time to move the pay pics back to SoD, baby! Blizzard has confirmed the PTR for testing Blackwing, Lair and Sulgurov and will be coming to Seasonal Discovery on Friday, August 30th. If you're watching this video, that's tomorrow. We're gonna be streaming that, by the way, starting at noon PDT. This is from Blizzard. Later this week, we will be opening the Seasonal Discovery PTR for testing Blackwing, Lair and Sulgurov. We intend to open the raids at 12 noon PDT. What's that? Okay, 3 PM Eastern. That's a little early, but that's good, okay? On Friday, August 30th. So that testers can get set up. We will have character copy and template characters available. That's one thing that I was so upset we didn't have in the Cataclysm PTR, being able to get your template, being able to get like a pre-made warrior or whatever. That makes a lot of sense. Most Molten Core loot available from vendors, so we're probably not sulfurous, that's what it means. And the usual consumables and world buffs available. Please note that we want to be flexible as possible with ending raid testing. We may need to bring the raids down at any time over the weekend, so we try to recommend that you get your test done on Friday or Saturday if you plan to participate. Wow, that's gonna be a short PTR, isn't it? Well, I think that makes sense. They probably just wanna build up the hype. If people see like a whole week of testing the raid, people are not gonna be excited for the raid. We will open feedback threads for testers used Friday at noon, so see you there. Oh, Agren, my boy, you are gonna get so much feedback you wouldn't believe it. I know where to find it. Can you guys guess where you're gonna find it? Oh yeah. But yes, I think this is a welcome change. It's about them time they test the raids before they push them out. It is very obvious, it has been very obvious since the start of Seasonal Discovery that they do not have the team to actually test anything. They only got like 20 something people working on Seasonal Discovery, if that. And you might say, okay, it is not feasible, it is not reasonable to expect that few people to test the freaking game entirely. And I agree, that's why we need the player base to test it, and that's what we're supposed to do now. Ever since Seasonal Discovery came out, I have been like making fun of this, oh, it's about the Discovery, no spoilers guys, that all the streamers were pretending was like a real thing. Of course, most streamers gave up on it by phase 2, they realized it was stupid, it took them a while. But listen dude, the items are gonna get data mined anyway, a month before the freaking raid comes out. What difference does it make to you if people get to test it on the PTR? The only difference it's gonna make is that there's not gonna be any bugs. Ragnaros was immune to Paladin Taunt. Eranikos was mathematically unkillable. And oh my god, the Teal Scorpions. Dude, have we forgotten about the Teal Scorpions? Yes, it's about goddamn time they test the freaking game. Now we're gonna talk about a little predictions here. I think the raid is gonna be coming out next month. Once again, it's stupid from their point of view to release it right now because everybody's subbed back for the War Within. But we also got Firelands because they abandoned Cataclysm for a while now, so I think we're about due for Firelands. So I think this could be one of those things where I think we're gonna get Firelands in middle October, and I made a video on this entire thing about the population, but I think Blizzard will start prioritizing Seasonal Discovery launches more. So I think if I were to guess, given the PTR is already out, I mean, let's be honest, like as much as the PTR is for testing the game, and I am glad that they are making that, the real reason that PTRs are a thing is to build hype, okay? Is to get people thinking about the game. And of course, if you're gonna do that, you are not gonna do it like 2 months before the raid comes out. The hype is gonna die. So yes, I think in the middle of September, that's most likely when we're gonna get the launch of then Phase 5. Now, one thing that I think is pretty interesting, and at the same time I think it's a little a bad idea, I'm not too happy about it. I do not think we should get Blackwing, Lair and Sulgurov at the same time. To be fair, it might very well be that they are testing it at the same time, but we're gonna get Sulgurov after or Sulgurov before Blackwing, Lair. If I recall correctly, Blackwing, Lair came out before Sulgurov. That's for several reasons, okay? I think it keeps the game way more fresh if we get like a full month of Blackwing, Lair before we get like Sulgurov, so that way it feels like we got more content coming out. It doesn't feel like they abandoned Seasonal Discovery again. Once again, that's gonna be a tight schedule. I don't think they wanna overlap with Cataclysm. Cataclysm is messing up the schedule. And also, I think some people forget this, but if we get Sol Gorov loot, which is very good loot, and a lot easier to get, by the way, most guilds that will not clear Blackwing Lair early on will definitely be able to clear Sol Gorov early on. It's a lot easier, and if I were to bet too, it's probably gonna be a 10-man. That's just my guess here. And if everybody has access to Sol Gorov loot from day one, a lot of guilds are gonna go to Sol Gorov first, get all the pre-bests from Sol Gorov, all the really good loot from there, especially for casters. There is a whole lot of gear in there. And on the very first lockout, they are gonna go to Blackwing Lair after, and they are gonna destroy Blackwing Lair. I don't think that's a great idea. So please, I think you really should take Sol Gorov out. Maybe if you do the same thing you did when the launch of Phase 4, where you stagger it, you go like, okay, you're gonna get Blackwing Lair first, and then you're gonna get 2 weeks, and then Sol Gorov comes out. I think that's the best play you can possibly do. Will they do it, knowing that this probably will delay the launch of Firelands instead of releasing both of them at once? I don't know. But if I were the guy that took the shots at Blizzard, that's what I would call. That's what I would do. Ultimately, what gets me happy is that they didn't abandon Phase 4. That was my biggest fear, that they already destroyed the game, abandoning it in Phase 3, and every content out. It takes like 3 good phases. It takes like 3 good patches to fix a bad patch. Worth of population, right? Because people are not gonna give another chance to the game right away. So yeah, Season of Discovery is not gonna die anytime soon apparently, and keep at it. Please, please don't let it die. I checked out the numbers on my previous video, you may wanna check it out. I'm gonna drop like a card in here or something, but all the metrics seem to suggest that people do not care about the War Within nearly as much as they did with Dragonflight. I wouldn't call it a failure, I wouldn't call it a dud, but I think Blizzard is on the lookout for some good press at the moment, so that gives me faith. Subscribe, join the Discord, and thank you for watching.